Hello, my friends. My name is Torin. Torin, you have been charged with the crime of clickbait title on this video. How do you react to these charges? Your Honor, I plead guilty. I could have died. Could is the operative word in that sentence. I'll tell you what happened. So here's my fan, okay? It's blowing this way onto my stove. I was making pasta. The flame is boiling away. I mean, it's boiling away, the flame is up. Well, guess what happens? Because the fan is blowing this way, it's creating an air flow that's pushing the flame this way. And what happened was it melted my tap. There's a plastic piece that came off, popped off, and you can see a bit of melting over here. Now, when I say I could have died, the reason is if this propane hose was over there and that propane hose melted because of the flame, that would have caused a fire, and then I could have died. Could have died. Luckily, the air flow was going that way and it just caused that a bit of melting. But say if my van was built a different way and the airflow was going this way and the hose is right here, could have melted, could have exposed liquid propane. Boom, boom, goodbye, Torin. So why I'm saying this, it's a warning to you people out there in YouTube land to make sure you think things very clearly, carefully, cautiously when you design your van. Because if that propane hose is in the wrong spot with a fan going on, which you would never think, I would have never thought about this, but because it's summer and I got my fan on, you know, in the middle of winter I'm not using a fan, so this is a non-issue. But when it's summer and it's hot, this creates a new problem I never thought of. Big problems. Talk about what's going on here a little bit later. So how you all doing out there? I'm doing pretty good. I've been busy. I know it's been quite a long time since I made a video, but I thought I'd put one together here for you. I'm just at the end part of my build. There's a lot of things, small things. I have about 8 to 10 smallish things to do. For example, what do I have to do? I have to paint my bed frame. I gotta finish. I did this one where I made the frame outside the edge of the door. I gotta do that over here as well. And there's the wood to do it with. So I don't want to give too many details away because I plan to do a pretty in-depth tour in the next little while when the van is finished. So here we have some Bose computer speakers hooked up to a little mixer, and I've been using this to practice my bass guitar with. And I actually bought an amplifier for you musicians out there. It was a Fender Rumble 15, a little small amp. And it sounded terrible. I'm sending it back. There's the paperwork to send it back to Amazon. Terrible is, you know, let's just say comparing the Fender amp to the Bose speakers, no comparison in sound, even though that's designed for bass and this is not. Bass guitar, I should say. The low E string was just, it's not bassy enough. It just had no grunt, whereas this sounded way better. So I'm going to keep this for now. I may upgrade in the future, but I'm picky, I guess. So I guess I'll play a couple songs for you here. Don't claim to be the best bassist ever, believe me. I'm like intermediate level. I can do my thing, but I'm not, I don't really play fancy. So yeah, there you go. Got to be careful with the copyright stuff. So usually I play with backing tracks. You know, with the music itself. But I'm not going to do that because of copyright. Even with the bass lines themselves, I still might get dinged. We'll see what happens. This is Stuck in the Middle, Stealers Wheel. By the way, I really recommend using headphones if you really want to hear the bass, because if you listen to laptop speakers or your phone speakers, it doesn't capture the essence of bass. How about Billie Jean? This is one I just learned. Can't really sing and play that one at the same time. Too many finger movements. Some songs I can sing and play, but I won't subject you to my singing. Yeah, so there we go. There's a little bit of bass playing for you. So I just got wet. The guitar is drying off, luckily. This happened like 2 minutes ago, but it's hot out, so we are getting dry, but yeah, that's wet. Bed got wet, floor got wet. So I pulled ahead a bit. What does that say? Something call. BC1 call. Anywho, sprinklers. Never a dull moment, I tell ya. Oh yeah, buy this, by the way. Breaking the law over here. So, what the heck is this thing for? Well, I'll tell you. It's for this. Dun, dun, dun. Purpose built. As George from Humble Road would say, purpose built. Now, if I ever lose this kettle, I have to build a new one of these. Well, this is dinner. I had a falafel, but it's pretty small. So I'm just gonna have this half, honestly. When I was a younger man, I would eat the whole thing. I love watermelon. And there we have it. Now you're thinking, whoa, wait a second, it's gonna fall out. Well, I don't know. It's kind of an experiment. When you hit the brakes, everything falls forward, so it should go like this. And when I park, I often park at a slant downwards. I never park at a slant upwards if I'm going to sleep. I might stick something in there just to provide a little bit of friction, so that in case I park some weird way, it does have a little bit of tightness in there. But I'm also building another shelf on here to hold my water bottle thing. So another one's going to go on there. And then I'm going to have my vinegar spray bottle in the back. But I've got to keep that away from the stove. Anyway, that's the logic. And I'm going to put a clamp on here to try to tighten this up and straighten it out a bit. Well, I think it's going to fit. I'm saving that piece for later. Somehow I got to fit in my fridge over there. And what I do is I'll take my soy milk out, I'll stick this in, and then I should have room, and then later it'll be nice and cold. But I am actually pretty full right now, so that's enough for now. Alright guys, I guess that about does it. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.